Friends, enemies, and internet losers, I have returned. Hello. Now, I'm going to just make a couple of mea culpas here. The idea I am pissed out of my gourd. I just got home from the bar, and I've got like this big ass salad, which I'll probably be dipping into, as I speak, and my little glass here, which I will continue to sip from. We'll see what happens. I try to be a good. I mean, I realize I'm narcissistic. I realize I'm arrogant, but I'd also like to think that I deserve to be fucking arrogant because everyone has the right to their opinion, but some opinions are better than others. Why? Because some opinions are based on fact. Some opinions aren't. I, I've had a weird little recent while. First of all, my new celebrity crush. I don't know. Most of you probably don't follow me on Facebook, but um, I'm big on celebrity crushes, and I've actually had people, block my shit because I thought it was sexist. Now, let me just put this to you, from my point of view. Basically, if I find Summer Glau to be gorgeous, but I'm not actually thinking about Summer Glau, I'm thinking about River Tam, who, if you know the whole Firefly Serenity thing, is one kick-ass, look after herself girl. That I find attractive. Women who can take care of themselves, very attractive. Um, and my latest celebrity crush, God help me, is John McCain's daughter, Megan. Yeah, I'm 38 and she's like 25, I think. But, she's cute. She's smart. She's a Republican and John McCain's daughter, which kind of hurts. But no, I just wanted to talk about this. The stupidity of the media. Reverend Terry Jones from, was it the whole, I got it down here. Hold on a second. I'm just going to just flip this up on my screen. It's the Terry Jones from the Dove World Outreach Center. He's the one who was planning on burning all the Korans. Now, as most of you know, I'm a diehard atheist. I am and almost an anti-theist. But I've seen interviews with Pastor Jones and other pastors of the church where they said that nothing, absolutely nothing, could dissuade them from doing this. And the reason why they were doing this is, and it wasn't Terry Jones who said this. I can't remember the guy's name, but and I'm recording this off the hip, like it's one of these live YouTube records, so I can't do the whole little graphics and the. But the other pastor basically said that they were exposing something there, but then he also said they were exposing something that everybody knows. And if you're exposing something that everybody knows, that's not exposing something that's exploiting it. So the idea he was trying to prove to the world that there are bad elements of Islam, and you know what, there are. But I don't need him to burn a Quran to piss people off. I mean, I saw the planes fly into the World Trade Center. Well, the second one, not the first one. I mean, I let's not play hero over that. But I also know that basically radicalized, fanatical Muslims are what percent of what percent of what percent. We can't open a mosque, next to Ground Zero. Well, first of all, it's 2 blocks away, and also it's been on the books for a long time, and nobody cared until some fucking Tea Party blogger made a big deal of it a few weeks ago. Here's the booze kicking in, and I'm sorry for being drunk, but it happens every once in a while. We can't open up a mosque next to Ground Zero. Why not? It wasn't Muslims that attacked the U.S. It was radicalized Muslim terrorists who attacked the U.S. Saying they can't open up that mosque is basically like saying that, I don't want a black man living next to me because all black men are murderous and rapists. I don't want an Italian living next to me because all Italians are mafia. I don't want an Irishman living next to me because they're all members of the IRA. I don't want a Catholic living next to me because all Catholics are pedophiles. I mean, you see, but it's, who we need? And it pains me. It pains me to no end to say this. You know who we need? George W. Bush. Like over 20% of Americans think that that Obama's a Muslim, which is wrong, I might add. But the thing is Bush never hated never hated Muslims. It was always the terrorists. I mean, he had this really awful habit of dropping vowels here and there. Like it was Merkins, not Americans, it was Merkins and tourists. But he never hated Muslims. Perhaps the fact that the Saudis are some of his best friends. But the thing is, he never hated Muslims. And, you get Sarah Palin. I'm sorry, it's getting on my nerves. And the thing is, a lot of Canadians, oh, why should you care? See, these are blue eyes. Oh, do I? Oh, it's. I'll be 1 second. Hold on. I know this is awful. This is bad TV and everything, but just give me 1 second. I can pull a bunch of books out of my bookcase so I can get it. It's sort of my, documents box. Okay, here we go. Sorry. My bad. I apologize. Bad TV, I know. Ooh, YouTube, who fucking cares, right? Oh, would you look at that? I'm a Canadian citizen. Oh, would you look at that? I'm also a U.S. citizen. I carry both passports. Now, American men and women, Canadian men and women are fighting all over the globe. But when I find myself and my pale skin, like this is where Snooki and I do not get along. Tanning and I just don't work. But when my pale skin and my blue eyes are staring down the barrel of an AK-47 held by some misled religious fanatic, he's not going to ask to see my passport. He's going to kill me. Is he going to kill me because he's a Muslim? No. He's going to kill me because he's a fucking retard and who has been misled and brainwashed the whole 9 yards. There's part of me that's curious to see the figures. Who has actually more people? Are there more members of Al-Qaeda, or are there more members of splinter Christian weirdo U.S. churches? I think, bottom line is, why Canadians should care about what goes on in the U.S. is because when that fringe group goes after Americans, we are all Americans. They just happen to be the United States of America. It's all North America. Anyway, no, it doesn't matter. But, so Terry Jones is an idiot. Apparently he said he's not going to do it. We'll see what happens on Saturday. I really, really hope. But it's sad. But what is even sadder, more like creates more sadness. Excuse me, my dog is, what the hell? Okay, well, there's my dog. There is a church. Imagine the Memphis area because it's Cordoba, Tennessee. It is the Heart Song Church. Let me just bump this one up. Pastor Steve Stone of the Heart Song Church, and they said they're in Tennessee. It's the Memphis area, but I think it's Cordoba. When they found out, like about a year and a half ago, that there was going to be a Muslim center, like the Memphis Islamic Center was going to be built next to them. First thing they did, put out a big sign. Heart Song Church welcomes. And Ramadan, which is past or maybe still be going on, I'm sorry for my ignorance, they invited them in, to in the evening for prayers and for dinners. And what the hell? Just seriously, dog, behave. There's over 6,000 stories on Google News about this idiot in Florida who wants to burn the Quran. Last time I checked, there was 15 stories about this group who, they don't say they're Christians, they say they're followers of Christ. And, being the awful atheist that I am, I can understand why they would do that. Because I believe in the teachings of Christ. I just don't believe he was the Son of God, and I do believe there was a God. I didn't believe it existed, but the idea is they basically said, what would Christ do? Christ would open his doors to his neighbors. So here you have a little church that basically has opened their doors to their Muslim neighbors, and you have this idiot who, I'm running out of time, so I'm going to try and wrap this up. But seriously, let's not get all reactionary about this, because the world is the world, and we kind of have to live in it.